And we are live. Welcome, 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 team. Listen, today's live training just might increase your monthly, yearly, year over year income by 2, 3, even 10 times what you're currently making now. This is not hype. It is not woo hoo, bait click. Look at this. This is well, it's a blind spot that a lot of agents, myself for a lot of years, actually missed as I transitioned from year one to year three to year five in the business. And God, I wish I would have had this sooner because I probably would have made a lot more, but that's why we're here today. So certainly ready, willing, and able to help you get your business off the ground, take off and running, whether you're in the business 1 minute, 1 hour, 1 year, or 10 years. This video, this training, this live rather, is definitely for you. There's an old Chinese proverb that says the best time to plant a tree was 25 years ago. And the second best time to plant a tree is now. So there's no sense in waiting. There's no sense in boo-hooing over what has already occurred. But what I want to talk about is having a database and creating an effective lead follow-up system for that database that will allow you to 2 times, 3 times, 5 times, 10 times your income. I'm going to start with a couple stats, and anybody that has been in real estate for more than 30 seconds has heard this stat from somebody, somewhere, possibly even their broker or an office mate. It's definitely worth repeating, but then I have one that's a little bit more, well, it's got more bite to it. So 80% of real estate sales happen after the 5th through the 12th contact. Contacts between 5 and 12 is where the sale occurs. Now, I know you've heard this before, and if you haven't, well, congratulations. This is the first time of very many it's going to be repeated to you in this industry. But it's so profound because if you think about your own business and your own lead follow-up, do you really realistically follow up with your leads 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 times? Chances are no. I know I didn't in the very beginning because I didn't have the system set up to have the follow-up. And even if I did have a system or a loose database or a CRM, I didn't have an effective, ongoing, consistent, and duplicatable campaign. By the end of this video, you will have that. That I promise you. Just listen to me ramble a little bit. Here's the second statistic, and this one comes from, that first one came from NAR and inside.com. I'm not sure where this second one comes from. It's been some sources say YLOPO, others say just industry benchmarks as a whole. I think it's a pretty good baseline, and here it is. Agents with no formal follow-up systems convert at about a 2% ratio. That seems about right in terms of lead conversion. It's been said that if you have a database and that database is going to turn over at about 2 to 3% annually, and agents that have a system that don't have a system can guess, hope, maybe get 2% conversion on that. Whereas agents with a structured multi-touch approach and campaign will convert at 6% plus or more. Now, I realize we're talking about small numbers here, 2%, 6%. Fair enough. If you have a 2% conversion and each deal that you close is worth $10,000 to you, and you close 2 deals in a month, then you've made $20,000. If you have a duplicatable, repeatable, and a structured multi-touch campaign, and each deal you close is worth $10,000, and you close at a 6% ratio, assuming you have 100 in your database, I left that out, but let's just say you close at 6%. That is now $60,000 that you closed for that month. You want to close $20,000 in a month, or do you want to close $60,000 in a month? Chances are you probably want to close $60,000 in the month. So with that said, let's talk about how we implement, and get that lead follow-up system so that you can convert from a low converting ratio or a no converting ratio to a high converting ratio. If you just joined this live, welcome. Get settled in, grab a notepad, pen, pencil, something to write with. Happy to go through this with you. Let's identify the problem. So first and foremost, team, we don't have a lead problem. If you're following the lead generation systems that I have linked below, there's a multitude, a plethora of lead generation systems that I preach and teach on. Some of my favorites are in there: creating $1 million referral system, creating kick open houses. There's some great lead generation systems, but skiing the fresh powder and getting the lead on the initial run is great, but what do you do with it after the fact? See, that's where the magic happens, team. That's where we go from a 2% conversion ratio to a 6% conversion ratio, 6% plus. So we don't have a lead problem. We have a leak problem. Our leads are leaking out the back door. They're leaving us because we aren't following up with them. Agents are hustling, myself included in my early years. I hustled my butt off. Agents will hustle to get leads, but let most of them slip through the cracks because we're focusing on what we have now, right? Our now escrows. We're chasing deals, but not building a business. Been there, done that, learn from that. Also, team, the other reason I kind of let leads slip is because follow-up felt pushy to me. I felt icky following up so frequently. I felt like maybe they were gonna think, oh, Jason's bothering me. And I thought, ooh, such a deadly thought. They'll call me when they're ready for my services. Pretty egotistical thought, right? Thinking that they're going to, I made that much of an impression that they're going to remember me and call me when it's time to buy or sell real estate. No, I needed to get past myself and realize they're not going to remember me. I'm not that memorable. So I need to stay in front of them on an ongoing basis. Most clients will choose an agent who stays top of mind versus the best agent. What I mean by that is you may have served them very well. And they may have thought, man, you are an amazing real estate professional. Thank you for helping represent us on the sale of the purchase of our home. When we sell this home, we're going to give you a call. But if you don't follow up, and again, team, been there, it's happened to me. They can't remember my phone number. They've changed phones 3 times in those 7 years, and they no longer have my contact information. I didn't follow up with them. So guess what? Although in their mind, I was the best agent, they ended up listing with another agent because they couldn't remember me. So if your only follow-up plan is hoping that they're going to remember you, that's not a very solid plan. So let's put together a scalable solution that's simple, scalable, and allows you to follow up on an ongoing basis. I have 5 steps to follow up like a top producer. It's a 5-part framework, and let's go. First things first, step 1, your touch campaigns. First 90 days after you meet a lead, maybe you call an expired or for sale by owner. Maybe you meet somebody at an open house. Your first 90 is pretty effective. You want to get top of mind. You want to burn who you are into their brain in these first 90 days. So you're going to set up 10 to 15 touches over the next 90 days. Those are going to include text, emails, calls, and emailed videos or text videos. Now think about it, team. That's 15 contacts over the next 90 days. 90 days roughly is about 12 weeks. So let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's not be afraid. Let's remove those voices from our mind. That really is only 1 contact per week over the next 90 days. 1 contact per week-ish. Okay? So not too scary. You can certainly do it. Here's an example workflow. You create your own. And in fact, if you want one, click or type in workflow in the comments below, and I'll send you my workflow. But here's a rough draft that you can make that works with you and kind of just, create your own mixed martial artist approach to it. Put your own flavor on it. This stuff isn't set in stone, team. You can create your own, but if you want mine, just type in workflow below. So day 1 after meeting them, you're going to send them a welcome text with your pre-canned welcome email. Something along the lines of, hey team, this is Jason. Just want to say it was great meeting you today at the open house. I want to let you know that I'm dedicated to helping you find the ideal home. So over the next couple days and weeks, you're going to receive some emails and some messages from me, all having to do with insert something there. How to be an awesome buyer, how to get your offer accepted, tips, tricks, and strategies about the buyer journey. You get my picture, team. You're just going to record a video on your phone and text that to them right after meeting them. The chances are they're going to save that information. And when you do that, be sure to, and my phone number is, leave that in the video. That way, if they save that video or they go back to it, they have your contact information. Day 3, you're going to send a value email. That's going to be like recent homes that are on the market, a buyer checklist, reasons to get pre-approved, maybe a list of lenders that you work with to kind of get them engaged and help them maybe help you tag team them in getting them into the buyer journey a little bit quicker. Day 7, personal phone call, old school. Ring, ring. Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Buyer, it was great seeing you at the open house. Hopefully you got my information. I just want to see, how are you looking over the next couple of weeks? We ready to go out and look out some property? That's it. Simple, supportive, passive, get strong. Day 14, soft check-in. Follow up with a question. Hey, I'm just checking in with you. Did you by chance see that property at 123 Sesame Street? No? Okay, let me resend it to you. Maybe they didn't see it. See, team, people get busy. Life is busy. They're caught up with work and love and life and kids and everything else that comes our way. Again, we have to get past ourselves and think that they're not necessarily ignoring us. Maybe they just didn't see what we had to offer. So let's follow up with a question. Day 30 is going to be your market update or a testimonial. Testimonials are great, but market updates are actually valuable. It's not so braggadocious. It's valuable to the client. So, hey, I know you're looking in Chippewa, Temecula. Here is a market update for Chippewa and what's going on and inventory, housing prices going up, down, how many actives, pending, sold, so on and so forth. Repeat that process 3 more times. And there's your 90-day system right there. Key takeaway on this, team, is automate what you can, personalize what matters, right? Don't make everything so automated, but also don't make things so personalized constantly, like I'm going to call them every week, because chances are you aren't, because you're going to get busy as well. So automate what you can, personalize where it matters. Okay, step 2, you should have a neighborhood news / homeowner report system, database, automation type platform, whether that's KV Core or Real Geeks or Sierra Interactive or there's all kinds of systems out there that are going to send neighborhood market updates. This is outside your 90-day campaign. It's when you get back from the open house and you have that conversation, you're going to plug in their name, email address, what they're looking for, and boom, they're going to get market updates every single month or week or however the platforms are set. Different platforms do it different ways. But here's the thing, team. That's really the campaign that matters. That's what people want to see. It's of value to them because it's market update in the area they're looking. I'm speaking of buyers, but this also works for sellers. If you have somebody that's maybe interested in selling in some time in the next 30, 60, 90 days, maybe even a year, 2 years, sending them market updates on an ongoing basis keeps you in front of them every single month with valuable information that they want to know. Who doesn't want to know what their house price did last month? Everybody. So send it to everybody in your database that has an address, whether looking to buy or looking to sell. Number 3, monthly market update. So I talked about neighborhood news, homeowner reports, but there's also a monthly market update. They can be the same. They can be one and the same, or we can split hairs and make them uniquely different. Market update would be what's going on in the market. Very granular. Hey, here's how many actives. Here's how many pendings. Here's how many solds. Here's the value of homes in the area on average are going up or down. So a neighborhood news homeowner report would be specific to that home. A market update would be specific to the area. They can be one and the same, but why not make 2 separate ones so you have 2 reasons to be in contact with them? You're going to set those up as well. The first one, the homeowner report, that's going to be via an automated system like Sierra Interactive or Real Geeks or KV Core. That one just goes out automatically. The market update is going to come from you again with your phone. Don't want to record upside down. Hey, this is Jason. Just want to give you a market update for Chippewa, Temecula. We had 57 homes come on the market last week. There was only 20 that went into escrow. So we're seeing our inventory starting to creep up. What that means, Mr. and Mrs. Buyer, we're starting to enter into a buyer's period of time. Now, whether this lasts more than 2-3 weeks, I don't have a crystal ball, but I just want to give you the market update for this week. Talk soon. Bye-bye. That's all you have to do, team. Super simple, super powerful. Okay, step number 4, 30 to 45 day check-ins. This is such a simple one. This one is so easy, it's a no-brainer. It's low pressure, high touch, and re-engagement. The only way this is going to work is if you were doing steps 1 through 3, because you're already providing value to them. They already know who you are, and they already hopefully like you and hopefully trust you. It's super simple. Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Buyer, just checking in. Are you still thinking about buying or selling this year? That's it. They've received so much information from you. They've received so much value. All you're doing is just you're taking their pulse. Are you still interested in this? Because it's not as much for them as it is for you to adjust your systems and your approach. Now, I know if you're on Instagram and TikTok, I'm going to hold my words here very carefully. There's some alpha trainers out there, not just in our industry, but in every industry, that tell you you got to be firm with them. You got to be strong. You got to lead them with your words. You got to convince them. You got to control the narrative. You got to control the environment. Okay. Let me ask you a very simple human nature question. Do you like to be controlled? Do you like to be told what to do? Nope. So what makes you think your clients do? Do you like to be consulted? Do you like to be informed? Do you like to be treated with respect and enabled to create an informed decision? Yep. Do you like to be asked your opinion? Yep. Who doesn't? So, with that said, treat those the way you want to be treated. A simple check in. Hey, just checking in. Are you thinking of buying or selling in the next year? And step 5, this is going to require a little you're going to have to bring out your inner geek squad on this one, or hire somebody to do it, which you can get for uber cheap on, say, Fiverr or Upwork, is take your database, upload it into Facebook and into IG, and retarget those that are in your database. And what this looks like is, let's say you have 100 names, and out of those 100 names, 90 of them are on Facebook and Instagram. You are able to put those into the Meta Ads platform, retarget them. That way, when they're scrolling and they're looking at football scores and cute puppy dogs and recipes for dinner, they are going to be pattern interrupted on their phone with you and your ad saying, hey team, just want to remind you, my name's Jason and I'm in real estate and I'm the greatest agent since ever. That's what they're going to see. Whatever ad you create, whatever video ad you create, is going to pattern interrupt and show up on their phone because you uploaded their database into, or contact information rather, into your Meta platform. Easy peasy, team. That's the 5-part system. So to wrap this up, following up isn't about closing fast. Going back to those alpha closers that just get under my skin. It's not about closing fast. It's about staying top of mind until your client is ready to act, until your client is ready to close. Look, team, we're not selling suits, we're not selling cell phones, and we're not selling cars. We are encouraging, empowering, assisting, leading, consulting individuals as they make the most important financial decision of their life, not to be taken lightly. It's not a decision that's made like that. So we need to provide support, provide guidance, make ourselves present, and make it known that we're here to help when they're ready to act. All right, team, that's the lead follow-up systems you just took. If you follow these systems, your income another 2 times, 3 times, 5 times. You just 10x your income by implementing these systems. And most importantly, it's not an impact that's going to be felt a year from now, 2 years from now. It's an impact that's going to be felt in the next 30, 60, 90-day real estate sales cycle as you implement this into your business. Today, you're going to realize the gains in no more than 90 days from now. With that said, I want to remind you, team, that you're extremely powerful. I want you to know that I'm here to support you and your business. My role and my goal with these live videos and the rest of my training is for you to believe it, how powerful you are, to see what is possible. And that's not just lip service. It really does fill up my cup to get messages that, hey, I listened to this and that helped. I did this, I made X. I can now send my child to summer camp or space camp, or I can do X, Y, and Z because I implemented what you said. That warms my heart. So with that said, team, have a happy, healthy, productive rest of your day, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.